So as you know, this has been our home improvement week here on 3+U, and you can't talk about your home and not talk about the outside of your home. That introduces Joe Bozich from Outdoor Lighting Perspectives back on the show. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
I always get excited when you're here and a little bit sad when you're here because you have such beautiful options for people.
Right.
It makes me want to go home and just raise my house and do it all over again.
Right.
This is perhaps one of the best times of year, though, to begin focusing on the outside of your home because, as you pointed out, it's getting darker earlier.
Absolutely. It's getting darker earlier, and did you notice at 7 o'clock this morning it was still dark?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a great time to start thinking about outdoor lighting. You know, outdoor lighting also helps with safety and security. It's not always just about making your home look beautiful.
Right.
Of course, most people are concerned about curb appeal, but even in my neighborhood, which is a nice neighborhood at the bottom of Signal Mountain, we've had car thefts and we've had cars get broken into, and light is a deterrent for that.
Right.
So it's a great time to think about outdoor lighting.
You also might not realize how unlit your home is until you see examples of what Joe can do. And you can sort of customize it to whatever someone wants, but sometimes there's an art of subtlety that you bring where without even realizing it, it's like a well-lit picture or something.
Right. Well, every job is custom, and our goal is to make sure it's designed in a way that it highlights all the architecture of a home, or if it's somebody's landscaping, and we want that light to be even. There's a lot of do-it-yourselfer stuff out there, and you'll notice that the house has dark spots across the front of it. So it's our job to make sure that it's adequately designed.
Yeah, you literally go out and walk the lot to figure out angles and exact measurements of things.
Right, and actually we do both daytime consultations and also nighttime demonstrations. So for us, we could design in the daytime because we do it every day, but sometimes the customer can't visualize what that's going to look like. So we do have a temporary light kit. We could take it to their home and we can light things up for them.
You do residential, obviously, but also commercial. We've all been to restaurants in the area and you think, oh, how fun and festive. I'd love to have some of this lighting on my back deck or my porch. You provide that both to area businesses and to homeowners.
Absolutely. So like last week, we did a job at a condo and we used this in their courtyard. So it's a great way to get overhead lighting without it being glaring.
Right.
And this is another sample. This one is typically tacked to like this around the ceiling of a porch, something like that. So this one doesn't typically hang where that one would hang.
Now, you also have the ability to help people for special events, whether it's a party or a wedding, something where they want some oomph for just the one time.
Right. So, for example, we've done work with Riverbend. We've done some weddings, things like that, where they're just paying for the time for us to set it up and a little bit of a rental fee.
I also found it interesting that you have the ability to sort of meet people where they are, quite literally. So I had told you about my house. It's older. It would take a lot to just come in and completely redo certain things. You have the ability to go out maybe to like a post at the end of someone's driveway and not have to get into a lot of landscaping effort, just redo the post.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's an issue with a lot of people. An example is mountain shadows. All their mailboxes are required to have a light on top of it. And you know, a house that's 20 years old, lines break. To get an electrician in there to run a new line that's line voltage, they're going to have to trench the yard. It's going to be very expensive and ugly. So we have a solution where we can convert that post light or that mailbox light into low voltage, and then we can connect it to the landscape lighting, and it all comes on at the same time, and it's very affordable. It's not going to tear up their yard.
Right. You also, I'm sure, come in and do things bit by bit for people, where once they find out, okay, you can help me with this area, then they plan the next phase and have you come back. You have with you up here on the table some examples of deck lighting and stair lighting. Again, very subtle, but very, very practical.
Right, and you make a good point. I would say about half of our customers come back for a phase two. But this is an example of a deck light, and it would be hung on a post, and it's going to shine light down without having glare in your face. And we've got all different styles of deck lights. This is just one example of what could be a a stair light, and we mount that to the stairs so that to help prevent trip hazards.
Right. Okay, let's talk about the fun part of the season, which is the holidays coming up. You will go and really do people's yards for the holidays, but they've got to book you early.
Absolutely. Every year we have to turn away people. So we probably will be full before Halloween. So people that are interested in holiday lighting, they need to call us now, because we started booking in July.
When the Christmas in July, quite literally.
Right.
When they talk to you, if they are first-time customers with you for the holiday lighting part of it, do you again come to their house and consult with them, or is that something done more over the phone?
Oh, no, we come to the house. We want to walk through the process. What does the customer want? What do they have a vision already? I mean, we have ideas, but first we want to hear what the customer's vision is. And yeah, so everything again is custom. We're going to design it, we'll hang it, we'll take it down, and we're going to store it for you.
You are part of our Home Improvement Week, and certainly the end game for improving your home, we hope, is for you to enjoy it more. But there is always the resale value that you're looking at. I would think that making the investment with you only enhances the value of your home.
You know, I don't think there's any hard data on that, but I think that especially coming into the winter months, if there's two houses side by side that are for sale, and you know, it gets dark at 5:30 in the winter.
Good
if
point.
the one on the right's lit up and the one on the left is dark, I think that buyer might look more seriously at the one that's lit up.
It is such a great store. As he said, they've been in business now for about 6 years. They'll come to your house. Everything you get is custom, from the finish you have on the fixtures to the way it's placed in your yard. So don't hesitate to give them a call, 710-8645, Outdoor Lighting Perspectives. And just think about it when you're walking around some of the areas in Chattanooga. Chances are you're looking at Joe Bozich's work and you don't even know it. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you.
We're back after this.